be different per company, per product. It really depends. Import to export, knowledge level that you have internally. Okay? And one thing that while we're breaking for lunch, think about too, think about why you're here and what what's coming to you going through these. But think about the people back at work. If you're in sales, think about what the finance department's thinking about or what the operations department's thinking about. If you're in operations, think about how these terms are affecting your salespeople. So if you see that slide that I put in there where you have internal feuding, this is where it comes from. Okay? And I'm all for sitting down talking about why different departments want to use a certain term. I just want you to all know the correct risks and the correct usages of those terms. So that way, when all the departments get together, they can evaluate what it's really costing you and what the real risk to the company is. Okay, so I'll let you think about that at lunch. Any questions? How am I doing for you? Am I covering what you wanted to hear? Am I going over these charts in a way that you can understand it? Because this is your class. Okay. Why don't we come back at 1:45? Is an hour too long? We have lunch set up in room 128. Too long, too short? We can, if you want to be back at 12:30, we could start at 12:30. That's quicker we could get out. It's really your call. If you have phone calls and things that you need to make to get back. If nobody cares, I'll say 12:30. Okay? Do you get out? All right? Insurance.
Okay. If we don't take insurance, say we don't do CIP or CIF, we as a company I think we have our own marine insurance. Would that cover?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And if you could just hold that question off till the end, because we're going to go over that. Okay?
Yep.
But that's a very good question. All right. Where did we leave off? CPT, we finished. Again, it's a named place of destination, so that gives you a little bit more leeway of what you could do with that. Next one is carriage and insurance paid to. Same term as CPT, except the seller now has the responsibility to pay insurance. Would recommend CIP over CPT, if that's the direction you wanted to go. Again, I don't like that you're giving the seller, all the responsibility to move your freight. Again, if you're the buyer, if you're the seller, I think that's a good deal. If you're the buyer, I still don't think it's a good situation. All right? Same thing, cargo Class C insurance at 110%. And we'll cover Clause C at the end of the class. Questions for CIP? Okay. DAT, delivered at terminal. Named terminal or place of destination. I like this. The seller, again, has the responsibility to provide the goods, commercial invoice, documentation, export, carriage, but no insurance, has no obligation for insurance. Make the goods available at the place of the named terminal at the port or place of destination. Seller assumes all risks to the port of destination. Seller pays for all transportation to the port of destination. Provides notice to the buyer. Gives delivery and transport documentation. Responsible for packaging. What I like better about this term is that the risks also match what they're paying for. Okay? If you are an inexperienced buyer and you don't have people on staff that can handle the international shipping, this is a good way to go. Basically, you are making this a domestic move for you, except you have to be responsible for the brokerage or the import license, duties and tariffs. But even if you don't have anybody on staff that can handle that, you can always hire a broker, commercial or international broker. Questions? I see people reading and looking at it. God bless you. Okay? It's going to cost you more money, just so you know that. Again, your seller is paying for everything up front. Your seller is putting their percentage on it and then selling it to you. However, if you don't have the personnel that you feel can handle it, and you don't have a relationship with the freight forwarder, then this would be your best move. Okay? Questions about DAT? Let me just check my notes here. Could be used for all modes of transportation, ocean and air.